In the Buddha's time, there was a monk who belonged to a good Sawati family. He decided to give up the worldly life to study and practice the Dhamma. However, despite his interest in the Dhamma, he had a bad attitude. He neglected his duties and despised being told what to do. He did not pay attention to the appropriate times to do things, and would often practice his chanting early in the morning or late at night, causing the other monks to wake up and not get enough sleep. It got to the point that the other monks could not stand him, and they censured him in the Hall of Truth. When the Buddha arrived and found out what they were talking about, he said, "This is not the first time this monk was noisy at the wrong time, and he was strangled to death due to his bad timing." And upon their request, the Buddha told this story of the past. A long time ago, when Brahmadatta was reigning in Benares, the Bodhisattva was born into a northern Brahmin family. He grew up to become a famous teacher with 500 students. These young Brahmins had a rooster that would crow in the morning to wake them up, and in the afternoon to rouse them to their studies. However, this rooster died. The young ascetics searched for a new rooster and found one in a cemetery. They brought it home and kept it in a coop. However, since this rooster was raised in the wild, it did not know when to crow and when not to. It would crow at random and improper times. It would often crow at midnight and wake up the Brahmins. The Brahmins got very angry and agitated at the incessant crowing of the rooster. Owing to being woken up all throughout the night, the young Brahmin ascetics could not stay awake during their studies. After a while, the Brahmins could not take it anymore and strangled the rooster to death. When the teacher was informed of their actions, he said, "It was due to the rooster's bad upbringing and his inability to change or better himself. Since he was not trained and was unable to learn or change, he fell victim to his own ignorance. Not knowing the right time and the wrong time was the death of him." The Brahmin taught his students to live righteously and to strive to learn to better themselves. After they lived their full lives, they passed away and were reborn according to what they deserved. The Buddha then concluded the Jataka by saying, "This monk was the rooster of those times. My disciples were the group of young Brahmins, and I was their Brahmin teacher." What did you learn from this story? Let us know in the comments. We hope you enjoyed the video. Click like if you did, and click subscribe if you want to see our uploads. and consider making a donation to support our Buddhist animation project.